Hey loves, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. Today I'm going to be cash stuffing $400 into my sinking funds and some of my saving challenges. I absolutely love cash stuffing because it gives me a visual reminder of where my money is going instead of spending and wondering where it went, okay? We're just giving every dollar a purpose. So grab your cash, grab your planner or your binder, and let's stuff some envelopes, okay? And if you enjoy budgeting, saving challenges, cash stuffing, sinking funds, and realistic budgeting content, make sure to subscribe and turn your notification on. So let's do a quick breakdown. Today I'm working with $400. I'm going to be dividing the money between my sinking funds and a few saving challenges. Okay, so let's get started. I'm just going to put that binder back for a little bit and jump right into my self-care binder because there's not a lot that I will be stuffing for this one. So how are you guys doing today? Okay, so shopping is getting $10. It now has a total of 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. All right, let's go ahead and just check off the hanger. That is worth $10. I have my little fan going. I hope it's not making too much noise, though I should do like a check. But it should be okay because it's like my studio room is a little warm. All right, so date night is not getting anything. Beauty is getting $5. All right, beauty now has 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Let's just color off one of these little circles, and each of them are worth $5. And beauty is coming along nicely. I haven't bought any makeup lately, but really need some new ones. Glasses getting $10. Yep. So let's do that. So $10 is going into glasses. Glasses now have 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. Did I color off? Nope, no I didn't. Let's go ahead and color in one of these little bubbles. Okay, and that is it for my self-care binder. Swapping out that one for the high priority. All right, so let's just switch up so I keep track. So now I'm just going to jump right into my household envelope, and that one is going to be getting $15 today. Okay, and I said 3, 5, so 1, 2, and 3. Put that there. Household now has 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, and 75. Love that for my household envelope. So 15. Okay, we'll do these little dusters. We'll do all 3 of them. So jumping into our home, and our home is going to get $10. So household now has 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, and $80. And I really love having a home sinking funds because Unexpected household expenses don't feel quite stressful when I have money set aside. Okay, so next up I have my savings. This one is getting $10. So savings now has 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. Just going to go ahead and update that quickly. And we are in the 8th month. Yeah. Y'all, I am so behind on my sinking funds. When you fall behind or fall a little short, do you pick up where you left off or do you try to catch up quickly? You know, like if you're set back 2 months, do you try to cash stuff 2 months worth of funds in whatever month you're trying to catch up? Like for me, I'm behind 2 months. So that means I would need to cash stuff 3 months worth of funding, but that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, okay? But if you were me, would you try to catch up for the months that you missed cash stuff in, or just kind of pick up where you left off? Because me personally, I'm just picking up where I left off, okay? Not gonna stress. Moving on, medical is going to be getting $20 and no. Yeah, medical is going to be getting $20. So 2 5s and then a 10. And that is $20. Medical now has 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, and $65. All right, so we did $20. And should I just check a big 20, or you know what? What did I do? I did 2 5s and 1 10. How about that? Let's just do it that way. Okay, next up I have my Boss Babe envelope, and Boss Babe is getting $15. So 5 and a 10. So Boss Babe now has 20, 30, 40, and 45. And I'm just going to check the little bouquet of flowers. Perfect. Okay, birthdays, which I only have like 1 more birthdays for my little one coming up. He's my last. Okay. Birthdays is getting 15, so we're gonna do 3 5s. And that goes at the very back. So birthdays now has 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, and 75. Okay, so I did 15. We could do these 3 like disco ball things. 1, 2, and 3 per. We've almost completed this birthday tracker. Love that. Okay, car maintenance is getting $10. Okay. All right, car maintenance now has 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. Let's just go ahead and check one of these icons off, and I'm going to do the oil change because I do have an oil change coming up in September. I don't know if I will use the funds in this envelope or just pay out of pocket and continue to save, because the goal that I set for at the beginning of the year was to cash stuff all of these envelopes for the entire year before tapping into any of them. Okay, so retirement is going to get $15, and that consists of 1 5 and a 10. Retirement now has 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. And I love that for future me. So I'll do 1 5 and 1 10. Okay, high priority is all done. Next up, do a little quick switcheroo, is my lifestyle. So let's just jump right in there. And starting off with my 3 to 6 months. So 3 to 6 months is getting $20. And that's just a solid 20. 3 to 6 months now has 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, and $80. And I'll just check one of these $20 drinks off. Clothes is going to be getting $30, and that will be a 20 and a 10. So clothes now have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. I'm going to check this box off. I've been wanting to check that $20 box off for quite some time. And then I will do one of these $10 shopping bags. And I'm almost done with this one. Only a couple more icons to go. And in total, I'll save $160. Ugh. Hate when I use the Sharpie and I get the marker on me. All right, next up we have gifts, and gifts is going to be getting $10. Okay, gifts now has 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, and 50. And this is in addition to like my birthday envelope. I love having a gifts sinking funds because it kind of covers everything holiday related, graduations, and some special events that just kind of sneak up on me. Future me is going to be very thankful for this envelope as well. Moving on to Costco. Costco will be getting $10, and that is 2 5s, so 5 and 10. Okay, so the new balance for Costco is 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. All right, I'm just going to check the 2 milk jugs off. So I have 2 rows completed so far. And this one still has a way to go. Quite a bit of icons are on there. Okay, I have registry. Registry is going to be getting $10. So 2 5s, 5 and 10. The new balance for registry is 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. Okay, so let's just go ahead. Let's just go ahead and color off 2 of these icons. Okay, moving on into my school envelope, and that one is getting $30 today. So that is 2 5s and a 20. Okay, so the new balance for the school envelope is 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, and 95. So we're almost breaking 100 even. So let me just go ahead and check off a few of these icons, or maybe just a couple. So 25 and then 30. I was able to just check off 2 icons, and once this challenge is completed, I will have saved $155, and then I will either erase this and start all over again. But I only have 3 more icons. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more icons to go, and this one is close to being finished. If I didn't slack off for 2 months, I could have been done this one. Actually, I'm a little bit disappointed in myself, to say the least. Okay, special event is going to be getting $20, so 2 10s, 10 and 20. The new balance for special events is 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and 55. 10, 20. So 2 slices. So 2 slices of strawberry cake. I guess it's a cheesecake. I'm not sure. But it kind of feels nice that I'm like close to completing some of these trackers. Not that it's the end goal, but it's very motivating. Okay, wish list is going to be getting $25. So 20 and 5. Okay, so our new balance for wish list is 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, and 75. And things are coming along nicely. I love that. So I'm just going to check one icon off. All right, moving on into vacation. And vacation is going to be getting $10, and that is 2 5, so 5 and 10. Vacation now has a new balance of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Okay, so I could check off a bikini bottom and then a bikini top. Moving on to Uncle Sam, and Uncle Sam is for my tax return at the end of the year or the beginning of the new year, whichever way you want to look at it. Uncle Sam is going to be getting $10. Okay, Uncle Sam now has 10, 20, 30, 35, and 40. And I could check off one more icon. And we are getting closer and closer to saving $120 in this envelope. Next up, I have investment. And I'm super excited about this envelope. I can't wait to just like unstuff it at the end of the year, even though I have a long way to go. Nonetheless, investment will be getting $10. Investment now has 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. So I could go ahead and not much option, just check off a $10 icon. Yep, that's it. The numbers are pretty big though. I am just pasting myself, okay? Pasting myself. The one thing I've really been trying to remind myself is that small amounts still count. You don't need to have hundreds of dollars available every time you sit down to do your budget, okay? Even if you're only able to save $5, $10, or even $20, you're still building the habit of paying yourself first and preparing for your future expenses, okay? So if you're currently on a tight budget, don't compare yourself to other cash stuffers' journey. Just cash stuff what you can, save what you can, and start where you are, okay? With that spiel, we are cash stuffing my miscellaneous envelope, and that is getting $10. So miscellaneous now has 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, and 50. I'll do like a 4, and then 2 1s. So that is $10. So now we're moving on into my saving challenges. This is probably one of my favorite part because saving feels so much fun when you can actually see your progress, okay? So first up is my emergency savings challenge, and today I'm going to be putting $15 towards this challenge. I love watching these little amounts add up because I pretty much started from scratch, okay? From scratch. I think it was about $15. Yeah, I started at $15. So eventually it will turn into a significant amount, and I love my progress so far. Okay, so we'll add a 10 and then a 5 So far my progress, let's do a little progress update. I have 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, and 90. Love that for me. And I will color the tracker in later. So next I'm going to be cash stuffing the Heart of Savings, and I am going to be adding $20. My goal with this challenge is to save as much as I can. I don't want to do it all. If I don't complete the challenge by the end of the year, I'm fine with that. I will continue. Okay, so let's add that 20. So currently I'm at 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. We're getting so close. I think in overall, like the overall total for my challenges, if I save a good 5,000, I'll be happy with that. I'm not mad at that, even though I'm doing the 5K challenge as well. So 1 month ahead is getting nothing today. So rainy day is getting nothing. So my $5 challenge will be getting $20 today. So happy about that. So 5, 10, 15, and 20. Okay, so my $5 challenge now has 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Next up, I have my $10. $10 is not getting anything for today. 30 days is not getting cash stuff. Neither is 52 weeks. Spring challenge is complete. I did a short on that. So I was able to complete this challenge, and how I did that was I was doing like a little mini spring challenge in my other binder just because I thought it was super cute and I wanted to do it, so I did it. At the end, I combined that one with my challenge in the book so that I was able to wrap this challenge up. So let's go ahead and count how much is in the spring challenge because we need to start our summer challenge. I'm a little late, I know, but it is what it is, okay? So for spring, I was able to save 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95. Okay, so closing out the spring challenge with $95. Drum roll. So now we're going to be starting our summer challenge finally, okay? And that is getting the $15. My goal is to complete this challenge by the end of September. I always remind myself that the goal isn't necessarily to save a huge amount of money overnight. It is absolutely about consistency, okay? So I was a little late with my spring, but here we are with summer challenge. And that is it. We have successfully saved $400 today. So now I want to hear from you guys. What is the first sinking funds you would stuff if you had $400, okay? Head over to my community tab and I will provide a list of sinking funds and let me know, okay? Thank you guys so much for spending part of your day with me and joining me to cash stuff of my $400. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. And if you are on your budgeting journey, remember, you don't have to be perfect with your money. You just have to be intentional with it, okay? I'll see you in the next video. Bye, loves.